I'm Brenden Butterbean Queen, late model stock car driver, venturing into the ARCA series. We're here at my house on the farm. I'm gonna keep it real. I'm gonna show y'all around. One of our morning rituals here at the farm is to take care of our horses and feed them. Make sure they get their breakfast just like all of us. This is Splash. My mom has Slipknot in her hand. He was abused and we rescued Slipknot and Splash, and Danny is my mom's actual horse, her personal horse, so she's been with us a little bit longer, but they got to eat just like all of us.
I've worked till midnight, come home, get called back in at 1 in the morning, but you know, all of it's to help Brenden. I've missed a few races being on call. I've actually had the computer up and checked how he was doing in between cases. When he got his last win at East Carolina, I couldn't go. I was at home, got called in 10 minutes before he went on the track, and it's hard to concentrate, but you know, you have to put it out of your mind and just know that he's gonna be okay. And I got the call that he had won 5 minutes before my patient rolled in the room.
I told y'all I was gonna keep this real. This is what money don't buy. We work our asses off and we have great people that help us put this car back one by one, piece at a time. Old school video games is basically our motto. We work hard, play hard.
Reverend Potter is a chaplain. He always looks for him to have a prayer with him before he races.
Before every
and
race.
When we're out of town to other tracks, he goes to where the chaplain is and finds out, and he has prayer.
You know, through the years, it's tough as a, you know, as the engine builder, go-kart guy. You know, you help a kid when they're a beginner and they move their way up, and then they go to stock cars or legend, a different type of racing, and it's always tough losing a good driver, you know, because, you know, you go count on to win races. You know, they're gonna be out there promoting your products, winning, and I could always count on him for that.
They put 3 different cadavers in my knee. I was in surgery 9 hours. After I come up, yes, I was going up and down these stairs right here, going up with my hands, sliding down on my butt to get down because I couldn't walk. And the knee's better, but it's still not right. It'll never be better. It bothers me with this weather up and down. It is what it is. They're trying to get it by for a few more years, and then they want to do a complete knee replacement. So it's been rough. It's been rough. If it weren't from the sponsors and family and everybody helping, he probably wouldn't have been able to race. But yes, it was very hard. You know, because he's got a paid crew chief that works in the shop Monday through Friday. So he's got a full-time crew chief that works too. So it was very hard. It was a struggle. Put everybody stressing. But we made it happen, and now look at him.
We had a championship season. We had some incidences with a couple of guys at the track, and they were pretty heated battles. And at the end of the day, he wanted to get them guys together and talk about it. He didn't want to go over there and run into the door and pile them up. He wanted to work it out. So for a 20-year-old or 19-year-old at the time to want to do it that way was pretty neat to see.
Well, the reason we call him Butterbean is there was a boxer back in the day named Butterbean. My husband was watching TV, and Brenden was just maybe 6 months old, something like that. Fat face. It was red and blonde, sticking straight up like he'd stuck his finger in the electrical socket. And he called me in there and he said, "Look at that guy on TV." I said, "Who is that?" And he said, "He's a boxer." I said, "Yeah, boxer named Butterbean." And he said, "Look over there." And from that day on, B was known as Butterbean.
I got up like normal and took my dog Clyde out, did our normal mess around in the yard like you normally do with your dog. Everything seemed normal. I knew he was getting older, so I could see he was losing some weight, but never really thought today was going to be the day. I took him inside, and this is what really hit me was right before I left to go to school. He was blocking the door and didn't want me to leave, and I could tell something was up, but I'm like, man, I'm running late. I'll be back, buddy. And he tried to sneak out the door and get in the truck and was just acting weird. As soon as I got back from class, probably an hour and a half later, I come inside and go to the couch and notice he's not really moving. I sit down beside him, and man, when I finally touched him and he was hard as a brick, I lost it. You know, I didn't expect it that day, and you know, he was my best friend. So to find him laying there and to know I wasn't there for him really hurt. And yeah, I lost it. I called my mom, and she knew to get home quick because I was a mess. And you know, he's a family member. You know, it's an animal, but he was my best friend. And after I lost him, you know, I got myself together and still went and raced that weekend, and pulled off the win, breaking our winless streak. And to have him there in victory lane with us, I always wanted to take him to a race and never got to, but to have his urn with us was, it didn't make the situation better, but it filled a wound to open up another story.